Our next guest knows all about the war on terror. Former Deputy Undersecretary of the Air Force, retired Brigadier General John Tykert, and he joins us now. Good morning to you, General.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's the headline? What stands out to you after watching that press conference?
First of all, Ainsley, I want to stress the fact that it started and ended in the prepared remarks with the discussion of the dignified transfer, that freedom is not free and we're honoring our fallen. And then the two other points, number one, they did highlight, as I expected, the massive progress in rolling back Iran's power projection and threatening capabilities. But then number two, I think they stressed a target set that they hadn't really done before, which is industrial capacity. And I think that is massively important, that now the strikes are focusing on not just eliminating the current threat, but the long-term threat to set Iran back, regardless of what happens with the regime, for years, if not decades. And that's an important shift of our targeting focus.
So, General, I guess one of the major questions, even Brian and I have gone back and forth on it. Is there a way to break the will, or is it just decimation? Because it seems like, unlike some of the other regimes as we've dealt with, it's a deep-rooted ideology, meaning they're never going to surrender at all.
Lawrence, that's a great question. And I think what we can do militarily to help is starting to strike, and I know we've done so, like Secretary Pompeo said, their internal security sites, so that we decrease their ability to repress and give the people in Iran the opportunity to rise up. And like Secretary Pompeo said, the regime change is up to the Iranian people. We can provide air cover and top cover, but it is up to the people, 90 million strong, to rise up. Hopefully there's some organized opposition groups. And right now, as we strike internal security sites, we're giving them their best opportunity in decades.
Would you take Karg Island? Should that be one of our objectives, where 90% of the oil transfers to in Iran?
Brian, I think that's a great idea, and I hope and expect that there are plans potentially to do so. I did find it interesting in the press conference that only via a question did they mention the Straits of Hormuz, apart from destroying the Navy. And I expect that if tasked, like the chairman said, we're going to start escorting tankers. But I think holding that island is a specific and tactical and strategic position that could allow us, again, to make headway in opening up energy flows and holding high ground of importance that would hurt Iran significantly.
So what I think is also important is they say that right now the reason why the strait is not open is because they still have missiles that can go 200 and 300 miles. Even though the Navy sunk, the missiles are not destroyed. That might take another 2 weeks. Should we just be patient?
Brian, I think we should be patient, but I also know that if we escort via the United States Navy and maybe our allies and partners, then we have defensive capabilities. We also need to stand up this insurance market as well. But I think as we destroy their capabilities on the ground and have escort capability to defend as they transit, then that gives us an opportunity potentially sooner rather than later to see energy flows start back up again.
General, real quickly, we only got 25 seconds. Is there a way to do that without ground troops on the ground to secure the strait, but not have troops on the ground? Or do we need them there?
Lawrence, if we destroy their targets that power project on their land, and we've got defensive capabilities that are flowing through the straits that can escort, then I think that's the option to get those energy flows back up and running.
All right, there we go. They can't replenish their missile stock. We could just destroy it. So that's key.
Thank you so much, General.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.